What up, what up? Whoop, whoop. Long time no post again. I just haven't really felt like posting, and yeah. That said, I am starting a new block of programming. Here you see me squatting the first of 3 sets of 195 pounds for three, which is a lot of weight for me. Not a lot of weight by most people's standards, but because I hadn't really gone anywhere near 200 pounds in the last, I guess, several months, training some of these hypertrophy programs, it felt like a challenge. But here's the thing, it actually wasn't. Looking at these reps, I'm like, wow, this should move really well. It was just 3 sets of three, but I got in my head about it. And then once I started doing it, realized, I think you might actually be okay. All of the hypertrophy foundation is working out well for strength type sets so far. We'll see as we progress. I'm not sure if I'm going to run this program. It's a 21-week program, another Stronger by Science program. I like their stuff. I think I might just run it for one block, maybe two, just to see how I feel. Because if I'm being quite honest, I found hypertrophy land to be very pleasant and very nice to my body. And unless I do a meet, which won't happen until later this year, I don't see any reason to press strength too often. I just kind of wanted to see what it feels like to lift some heavy weight and deadlift from the floor. And yeah, so we'll see what happens. All right, this was a set of bench for 3 of these at 8 reps at 90 pounds. Super easy, super manageable. Look, I didn't even use my wrist wraps, which, again, for me is a big deal. All of these felt really nice. I did 3, but that was the best one. Deficit deadlifts without an RDL or slowed eccentric, although I did try to control the eccentric a little bit because I'm finding that I enjoy doing that as opposed to just dropping the weight. Also because I feel like maybe there is some stimulative effect from doing it, so I'm going to keep doing it. This was 170 pounds for 8. This was the second set, I believe, and they were not taxing at all. It was easy. I was maybe hoping to get a little bit more hamstring activation out of them, but I didn't feel anything the next day. No DOMs, nothing. So this was kind of nice to get back into kind of an SBD style training, even if it's not your traditional powerlifting type of split. Push press, 85 pounds, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Again, look at that. No belt, no sleeves, no wraps, just easy push press. All right, that was last week. This was Tuesday, and that was the other one was last Sunday. This was Tuesday. SSB squats for 165 pounds. Although I tossed in these as SSB, the program offers them as I think high bar, pause, maybe not high bar, pause, front squats, and something else. Tempo. I didn't want to fuck with any of that. I was like, I'll just throw in some more SSB squats. Only this time I'm not doing pauses. The last few times when I switched up a program and substituted the SSB, I did them with elevated heels for a pause because I hate myself. But I don't have enough time to do that this time to get all super weird and creative, since I have to get to work right after I finish doing these training sessions at 4:30 in the morning. Well, I wake up at 4:30, get to the gym at 5:30. It's a whole fucking ordeal. But they moved really well. 165 pounds on the SSB for the first week of a training program. And yeah, you can't really tell. The depth it looks iffy from these angles, but I promise you, it was there. I was getting pretty low. I felt good about the depth and really strong. The reps were really strong. The thing I like about these Stronger by Science programs is that once you put in your estimates for your reps in reserve, it will give you new weight to work at next week, which is the only thing that was missing from the Milo Wolf program. It doesn't really auto adjust, but I think that might be because that's a free program that I downloaded. That was 110 pounds for triple. That was the last one. Super easy. These were today. Deadlifts from the floor, baby. 265 pounds for 3x3 I used my hook grip on each set just because it felt good, and I was really excited to deadlift from the ground. Let me tell you, man, I was locked in today. I went into the gym determined to kick some ass, and there was my ass right there, huge, and I did. I mean, these didn't feel heavy. I wasn't completely pleased with my lockout. I think my shoulders need to come back a little bit more naturally. I'm not a fan of shrugging your lockouts, and I feel like I may have done that inadvertently a couple of times. I just got to get better at squeezing my glutes and getting through. Because I looked at my videos and I hadn't deadlifted from the floor since December. That's almost 3 months of not deadlifting. That just no. That cannot happen. I know I've fallen into the camp that definitely believes that if you want a big back, you don't necessarily have to deadlift. But who am I kidding? I fucking love deadlifting. And these were really easy. These were belt squats with 150 pounds loaded on the machine, which, I thought about pausing at the bottom of each rep, but at this point I was running out of time, so I just went ahead and just, got them out. But I was surprised by how light they felt. I mean, doing these in the last template really has paid off. Easy incline bench, 3 sets of 5 for 85. I'm falling in love with incline bench. I never thought I'd say it, but it's true. I never thought I'd be somebody who says, wow, I really like this movement, but I do. I like them with dumbbells. I like it with barbell. Regular bench and I, still not getting along. These did not work out the way I wanted them to, but I was trying to superset some type of curl without having to do one arm at a time, and this was the best that I came up with. Although next time I will probably just use the easy bar for both movements, because I used the easy bar for my tricep extensions. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I should have just used them for the barbell for the curls too, but now I know. Anyway, this was 3 days worth of training in one video. Not a lot going on. Squatting a little heavier. Gotta hopefully continue to have some success with that. Pulling deadlifts again from the floor the way the universe intended. And for the most part, feeling good about where my training is going. I'm still healthy. Nothing's, knock wood, tweaked. And I'm feeling pretty fucking strong. And yeah, not too bad for an old lady. Don't have too much more to say than that. But I hope you're training, and if not, you're doing something that you love or that brings you some peace, because we could all use some peace these days. Thanks for watching.